10 seconds.
Because I helped put out the
It's
fire.
got a little firefighter badge,
It
little
did 5.
sticker badge.
Why is it
there.
so late today?
3, 2, 1. Roll the open.
Hello and welcome back, Nick, for race number 2 today, the Derby Prep. This one's the Fountain of Youth at Gulfstream Park. How you doing?
Yeah, I've been running around picking up a child and getting food. So, it's like I never left.
Well, not much time in between these races. Fountain of Youth today. It's a field of 6. We have 2 scratches, the 4 McKellen and the 5 Solid Left. Actually, Solid Left ran Thursday in the mile and eighth allowance at Gulfstream Park. That one won by Grande. So we'll see what Grande does next time. But yeah, field of 6. I'll go over the field real quick. The 1 is Gate to Wire, winner last time out in the Swale, 7 furlongs at Gulfstream Park. Dylan Davis rides for Pletcher. This one by Munnings. The 2 is Sovereignty. I really like Sovereignty. He's been off since October, where he was a winner in the mile and 16th Street Sense at Churchill Downs. Bill Mott puts Junior Alvarado in the saddle. This one's by Into Mischief. The 3 is Burnham Square. A lot of people like Burnham Square. This one was first last time out in the Holy Bull at Gulfstream Park. Has raced 3 times at a mile and a 16th, so I don't think the distance is going to be a problem. Edgard Zayas rides for Ian Wilkes. The 4 and the 5 were scratches. River Thames is 2 for 2 in the 6th spot. First last time out at a mile at Gulfstream Park. Johnny V is aboard for Todd Pletcher. The 7 is Neo Equos. First last time out, going gate to wire in a muddy 6 furlong allowance race at Gulfstream Park. Irad, my man, rides for Safi Joseph Jr. And the 8 is Keep It Easy. First last time out in the 6 furlong. In the 6 furlong, Ed Brown at Churchill Downs. Corey Lannery rides for Dale Romans. I'm going to just put in a couple of things here. I think whoever is best and near the lead will win this. I think this is a pretty easy pick for me. My top pick, if it's a horse from up front, is going to be River Thames. If it is a horse from the back, I do like Sovereignty. I'm still going back and forth on this right now, so I'll go ahead and let you give your opinion. Burnham Square and Sovereignty needs to stay closer. The best one of those that's running from the back late will probably get into the trifecta. So go ahead and let me know who you like right now in this race.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I think I'm against Burnham Square. I think he played an outside bias and a closer bias when he won the Holy Bowl. So I'm going to try and beat him at 3-2, which looks like his projected off odds are going to be. I was trying to talk myself into the 7 Neoquist, which is a Safi Joseph Irad horse, which Safi and Irad at Gulfstream seems like a guaranteed winner, but stretching out and it never ran farther than 7 furlongs. And when he did, he lost to Rated by Merit, who's now off the trail. So it kind of feels like one that's going to be tough to make. But I think the 7 and the 8 are the 2 that are like long shot, legitimate chances. My top pick is a 6. I think River Thames is going to be good here. I think he's not going to be good going much further than this. So I'm going to play a 6 with 2 exacta. I'm going to play the 6 to win. And I'm also going to play a 2-6 with 2-6-7-8 exacta, trying to get Burnham Square completely out of it. And when Burnham Square runs off and wins by 5, and we all say he's a great Derby horse, we'll know that Nick's bankroll is even further down than it was, 6 minutes ago.
Well, Burnham Square and Sovereignty need to stay close in this short stretch. And like I said, I think the best one that's running late is going to get in the try. I think that's Sovereignty. I'm with you. I like the 2-6 exacta box, River Thames and Sovereignty. I'm going to play them both ways in an exacta box. I'm also going to play a 50-cent try, 1, 2, 3, and 6. That's Gate to Wire, Sovereignty, Burnham Square, and River Thames at a 50-cent try. I think that's a $12.50 play. So kind of an economy play. But my money back special is Sovereignty, the 2. They're getting close to, I think they're moving towards the gate now. So yeah, any last thoughts?
I think that this is a good race. I don't know that we're going to see the Derby winner here. If one of them wins, if we get a really good time or a really good race, then I may upgrade this group. But I think in general, I think the Florida group in general is pretty weak this year. So I, I don't know that we're going to see anything great coming out of this race. Is sort of my thought, and I'm hoping that we see something big, and then I can throw it out in the next race and maybe make some money at the Florida Derby.
I think we'll get, like I see, it's a mile and 16th. I think we'll get like a 143.5 ish. It won't be, exceptional, but it'll be good. I really think the layoff for Sovereignty is sneaky right now. I think
Mhm.
that's putting people to sleep. When that one gets going, man, he's got some big strides, and if he's got a nice big open center of the track, I think he can gobble up a lot of ground, even with the short stretch. I think this one could I think he could get there. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I'm going with the River. I'm leaning towards River Thames, but I'm not quite sure. That's why I'm boxing the 2 and the 6, Sovereignty and River Thames, and then we'll just see what happens from there.
Yeah, I think Sovereignty. I mean, he was 7-5 in the street sense and beat Tistastic and Sandman. I mean, he came in great, and then he won by 5. So he definitely fits. I think I'm with you though. Bill Mott, off of this long of a layoff, at least according to what I'm looking on Time Forms, is a 20% trainer with a 93 to 156 day layoff. So that's pretty good in the win in, and he hits the board 60% of the time. So I think he works. I think you're right. The 2-6 exact, it kind of feels like the play if I'm as against Sovereignty as against Burnham Square as I feel like I am. But like I say, there's 2 on the outside. The 7, the 8 kind of feel like they could get to the lead and just keep going and hold on. So I'm playing them underneath. I like the 2-6 over the 2-6, 7, 8. And like I say, try to beat Burnham Square. And maybe he wins and makes us all look silly, but just feels like he's not quite the horse that should be, this low of price in a, not a great race, but at least a race that's halfway decent. He feels a little over bet to me.
I agree. If you have an opinion, put it in the comments. I'd like to see what you think here. If you're watching here on YouTube Live, or if you're watching the replay, make sure you join us. We're going to be covering as many Derby preps as we can in February, March, and April. I guess it's already March, so in March and April, we'll be here just about every weekend, and with the exception of some kind of an emergency, where you got to pick up the kids or something. But we'll be here every week. We've moved from No Filter Network over to YouTube. It seems to be working out much better. They're moving in the gate now. So my play is a 2-6 exacta box, and your play again was
the 6 to win and 2-6 over 2-6, 7, 8, kind of in a more long shot exacta. But we're on the same page basically here.
All right. Good luck.
He's up. He's in. And they're all in line. They're off in the Fountain of Youth Stakes. From the middle, River Thames bounces out very well, but he'll be challenged early by Neo Equos, and these 2 put on some speed in the run to the first turn. They've opened 2 on Gate to Wire, who's down at the rail in 3rd. Back from the outside, Keep It Easy is now 4th, settling in 2nd last, Sovereignty, and Burnham Square takes residence at the back of the field. He's about 6 lengths off the speed of Neo Equos. Neo Equos is up and around River Thames, and he clears now to lead by 1.5 lengths. Going to plan B is Velasquez on River Thames. He'll angle to the outside of the new leader with Gate to Wire a chilly 3rd. 2 back to Keep It Easy. He's now 4th, then Sovereignty and Burnham Square. 23 seconds flat for the opening quarter. They have less than 5 furlongs to go. On the inside, Neo Equos leads by 0.5 length. Latched onto him second is River Thames, 1.5 lengths better than Gate to Wire in 3rd. Burnham Square guided to the clear by Zayas. He's on a mid-race move with Keep It Easy between horses, and Sovereignty has to keep up at the back of the field. The half mile was 47 seconds flat. They go to the first finish line and swing to the far turn. Neo Equos at a big price has the lead to 0.5 length. River Thames is second. These 2 have gone 6 ahead of Burnham Square, who just went by Gate to Wire to take 3rd. Keep It Easy is between horses, and Sovereignty tries to motivate himself. He's underway now in the blue colors. He's within 8 lengths of the lead through 3/4 in 1:10 3. Neo Equos stretching out River Thames. Sovereignty warming to the task for Alvarado. He's on the far outside into 3rd. Gate to Wire finds his best stride. Burnham Square's bid is stalled. stalled as River Thames has made a clear lead. Off the turn and the stretch drive in the Fountain of Youth, and River Thames, he has the lead by 2 with a 16th to go. Sovereignty begins to get on track, but time is ticking away. River Thames almost there. Sovereignty gonna dive at him late. Here comes Sovereignty! He got him too, did Sovereignty. He went from last to first to win under Junior Alvarado for Godolphin and Bill Mott. The Fountain of Youth from last to first to Sovereignty.
Boy, he gobbled it up there at the end. I didn't know if he had enough room, but boy, he gets going. He's good.
That was an impressive close from. I mean, he was way back there, and when he was, I mean, he got disengaged from the group, and it felt like he's not going to be able to do anything. You just hope to see him kind of run up for fourth or something. Then all of a sudden, he starts moving, and he passed Burnham Square like Burnham Square wasn't moving.
I mean, he has big strides, and he just gets it going. I just don't think that's the kind of horse that can win a Derby, but
Right.
but look at those. Look at the how much he gains at each stride.
Crazy.
143.12, which is a little bit faster than I thought it was going to be. I thought it'd be like 143.5. That's a respectable time. I think you got to pay
Absolutely.
attention to both of these, River Thames and Sovereignty.
I think I'm off on Sovereign or on River Thames. I think that was I mean, if he's not going to win on that trip, I don't think he's going to win going a mile and an eighth, right? I mean, unless he gets the fractions were okay, right? At 23, 47, and 110. But if that was going any further, I mean, look how much faster Sovereignty's passing him here now. I mean, I think just Sovereignty's a much better horse, and I think River Thames is a Pat Day mile like.
It could be. You could be right. You could be right. But I think for Sovereignty in the Derby, he's going to need a blistering pace.
Yep.
And he's going to need it to fall apart up front, which, you know, it happens many times in the Derby. It's always faster than normal.
Mhm.
And if he gets a good post, he gets a nice, easy first half mile, and then he gets it going. I like that he got it going before the end of the turn or
Yep.
at the start of
In-
the end of the turn.
In the
He didn't
picture,
wait
number
until
2,
mid
Sovereignty.
turn or top of the stretch. He got it going early, and he just kept going and going
Yeah.
and going.
Number 3,
Yep,
Burnham Square
absolutely.
fourth, number
I mean,
1,
he
Square
looked like he
fifth.
was
2, 6, 7,
moving
3,
when he
1.
got to the corner
He
or
was
to the
just getting
turn.
warmed up.
I mean, look how big he
Sovereignty,
is too. I mean, he's
Yeah.
way bigger than River Thames. Wow. I mean, he's a big boy.
Yeah, he's one to pay attention to. I mean, you know, he's into mischief in the Derby. He'll pick up 50 points. River Thames will probably need another good outing next time out to get in the Derby. Neo Equus picks up 15 points. Burnham Square picks up 10 more points, so he might be in with his.
Ooh, he'd be close. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's got 35 now. I'm not sure. Maybe it's 20.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 30.
He had 20 from his win. So, yeah, he'll get an
He's 30. He's
additional
got 30. 10.
Yep. 35. Oh, no, because you got fourth. Yeah, you're right. So 30. Yeah.
So, my money back special wins, my exacta wins, and the
My
higher
money back
price.
special comes back, and I get the exacta. I should have played it the trifecta like we were talking about, where you throw Burnham Square completely out. And I bet this try is going to play pretty nicely.
Yeah, I
right?
think so. It'll pay, I think, 70 to 1, I think, right?
That feels about with Burnham Square
Yeah.
out. I mean, you did only have 6 horses in there, so
Yeah.
maybe not quite that high, but it's going to be a pretty good one. I bet you're right. It's going to be in that range with the top 2 or the second and third choice like that.
Stud Farm, located in the
Yeah,
heart of
let me turn this
Kentucky's famous
down.
bluegrass.
So, Sovereignty is in the Derby for Bill Mott.
Yep.
River Thames, maybe he might need if another good finish, he'll get in.
Mm-hmm.
And then Burnham Square for Ian Wilkes will get in with another decent. My guess is all 3 of those get in somehow.
It certainly feels like it. Bill Mott? Bill Mott's like a New York trainer, right? He does more in New York than
more Churchill Downs.
Oh, okay.
I think he's
Okay.
based in Kentucky.
Okay. It feels like maybe then the Keeneland with Sovereignty, right? Like skip the Florida Derby and go to Keeneland. You get that extra week of rest, and
Yeah, get him back at home.
yeah,
And oh, you're talking about Sovereignty?
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd say get him back home. Maybe Bluegrass.
Maybe because he won at Churchill already, which I know is an angle you
Yeah.
love, and I'm gonna steal for sure. It paid 140 to 1, by the way, for your trifecta. Yeah, I mean, if Bill Mott, for some reason I had Bill Mott in New York, and maybe it's just because he's ran at Saratoga enough that I'm just like, oh yeah, he runs there. But he won at Churchill. Maybe they take him to that route. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, he's ran at Saratoga, he ran at Aqueduct, and then he won at Street Sense, so at Churchill. So will be interesting. I think there's
Yeah.
some. I wasn't real impressed with this group moving in, and I'm slightly impressed with him coming out. I think the 2 and the 6. I think the 2 specifically has a real shot at the Derby.
I do too. So like I said, especially if the pace you have a pace meltdown up front.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, I like this race more than the earlier Gotham.
Hmm.
I think there's something here, so we'll keep an eye on that. And then we have one more race later today, the San Felipe from Santa Anita, and that's a small field but an important race. So check back in here at about, I think it's in about 30 minutes or so.
Something
Start
like that. I have it up here somewhere.
3:40 p.m. is our start time. So yeah, about 40 minutes.
It starts at 3:30, so we're probably earlier than that. Unless
Oh,
they've
okay.
moved it.
Okay,
Yeah, it
the
looks
race
like a
starts at
3:30.
3:40. Yeah.
Oh, I'm showing 3:30. We should double check. But
Okay.
yeah,
Well, I'll
around
double
that
check.
time. Yeah.
So
about
we'll adjust
20,
as
30
necessary.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay, Sovereignty picks up 50 points, is in the Derby, and then we'll be back, check back for the San Felipe in a few minutes. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching.